Hey guys, Harsh here, back in video. So today I have another HOGAN Wings M series model for you guys today in the 1 to 2 net scale, and you have probably seen it by now. It is the Boeing F-15 from the Israeli Air Force. And what's special about this model is, let me just flip this around, is that it has actually an open canopy design to it. So unlike any other HOGAN Wings you have seen so far, the canopy actually opens up, or I should say like stays in open up position. It comes as a separate piece. You can hear it rattling inside. So you will need to use some super glue to put it in its place. I have already put it the front one in quite a while back because I got this model like 5 or 6 months ago. I have to paste on the major canopy yet, so I will just show you how you can paste that as well. So let's quickly unbox it. And I have reviewed the F-16 from the Israeli Air Force as well. That model was quite good because of the missiles it has in it, and this aircraft also has quite a bit of missiles and bombs in it as well, so that's why I bought this particular aircraft. You can see it is the standard F-15, nothing too special over here apart from this absolutely sick paint job that it has on it, the desert camo I think it is called. So let's just take it out gently, place it over here, and here we have the canopy. It actually came in a like plastic bag, but I threw it away accidentally. So you can see how tiny this particular canopy is. And if we take our fighter aircraft, see we have the slot just right at the back of the second seat. So if I just take the canopy over here and then place it just like so, it goes away straight downwards. So like this, it will need a bit of patience to stick this on, but what I'm going to do is just leave it like so because I don't actually want this plane in an open canopy design. What I will do is that just sand down these tabs over here in a very flush manner and then close this canopy up in a closed shape design, so it will just look like this. Let me just try to adjust it over here. So somewhat it will look like this once I have sanded down the tabs on the canopy, because I need to store this model and I have to transport it a lot, so I won't be keeping it in an open configuration. So now that we have it out of the way, let's take a closer look at it. Now in terms of detail, this is like standard detailed HOGAN Wings model, and if you had some HOGAN Wings model in the past, this is no exception. The quality is like standard HOGAN Wings quality, nothing too special going on. So if I start with the front, you can see we have this very nice grey nose cone. This time around there are no dents or whatsoever, although you can see like little chip of paint over here that is like extra on the plane. So these sort of minor details I think are present in all the HOGAN Wings model. If we move further back, you can see we have the aircraft number, which is 269, and underneath that there is like an paint for the antenna, which I'm guessing like they didn't have like super tiny antennas to paste on, so they just painted the antennas onto them. And if you are confused, I am not talking about these antennas, I am talking about this one over here, the little silver drip of paint that you see. The bottom antennas are quite nicely pasted onto their respective spots. There are a total of 3 antennas, and after that we have the front landing gear and the bay inside it, and the whole suspension of the front landing gear is painted white, as is for the main landing gear. You can see there isn't much detail to add because it is so small, so I think it is quite okay detail. You can see we have like the front light over here as well that turns on during the landing phase. Up that you can see we have the Israeli Air Force logo and some text written over here, which is very hard to read. And this time around there is no like warning for the engine intakes. Whenever there is an engine intake, usually there are warnings over here, but this time around there is none. And you can see like these sort of silver drips that you see over here is actually a printed text, which is so small that you cannot actually read that. It is nice to see that HOGAN Wings actually put the effort in to put these markings on, but it is nearly impossible for any model maker to make this readable. You can see on the other side we have the rescue option for the pilot. That was not on the other side. As you can see, we only had this sticker over here, which I still don't know what it is. So quite nicely detailed area around the cockpit you can see. And talking about the cockpit, you can see it like this is like a basics HOGAN Wing cockpit. The joystick isn't present there still, and also the flight controls are basically non-existent, although you will get this green heads up display on the front seat, which is quite nice, adds a very nice detail to the cockpit itself if you look at it from afar away, but when you take a closer look at it, it is just simply non-existent. The engine intakes on both sides are quite nicely detailed as well. You can see like this sort of triangular piece is like detached from the whole body itself. That is because this can move up and down to like have the optimal amount of air coming into the engine when the plane is like in a weird angle, which is I think is quite interesting. It is like reverse thrust vectoring. Instead of the thrust, it is like intake vectoring system, so that is quite funny. On the right side of the aircraft you will find the gun port, which is right over here. As you can see, little hole that you see, it is silver painted all around, which is a very nice detail to add on a aircraft with a cannon inside it. And if you look at the other side, you won't find that because there is only one cannon, but you will find this hole over here which is actually for the refueling. So if you know, the F-15 is air refueling capable, so this is where the fuel port comes out and the boom arm sticks inside it and fills it up with jet fuel. Now I will just flip this aircraft around and show you the main reason why I bought this. So this is the underside of the aircraft, and as you can see, it is loaded up with bombs or missiles, 2 of them I believe. So these are like the laser guided bombs, and these are like simple drop bombs that you see over here. These one I think I saw on the Top Gun Maverick movie, in which they laser guide these bombs through a vent or something like that. So it has total of 1 2 3 4 5 6 of those, and here you can see we have some extra slots for other ordnance as well. We get a drop tank over here. As you can see, it is very huge in size, and then we have like 2 targeting systems over here which actually don't drop down, they just target or guide the bombs wherever they need to go. Then we have total of 6 unguided bombs I believe. They have this like strange blue color, don't know like how they came up with this color scheme, but looks kind of good on this aircraft. And we have these missiles on either side of the wing, which I am guessing are for like air-to-air missiles, so in case they are intercepted by enemy aircraft, they can just shoot them down with these missiles. Quite nice. You can see on the wings we have the Israeli Air Force logo both on the bottom and on the top. And if you move to the top again, you can see how nicely the camouflage design is printed on, and these very nice panel markings. Although the panel markings on the wing and the main body are missing, which I am not sure why they did that. Maybe there were no panel markings, or maybe they were just too lazy to do the panel markings, I don't know. And you see this groove over here, this is actually for the air brake. This is one of the few US aircrafts that have these sort of air brakes that pops out and used to slow down the aircraft. In front of it we have this tiny antenna again. It is the similar one as we saw at the bottom over here. And then we have these sort of silver dots dotted about all over the place. I still don't know what the function of these are. So if any of you know, just let me know in the comments below. You can see the slits are very nicely cut out for the ailerons on either side of the aircraft. This one is I guess the aileron, and this one are the flaps for the aircraft. This is very much like the Boeing F-15 from the Japan Air Self-Defense that I reviewed some time ago on my channel. Now moving on to the rudder side, this is I think one of the best paint job I have seen on a HOGAN wings model. We have an eagle face, and above that we have I think the squadron logo. It is somewhat visible, but not too much because of the size of it. And then again we have the number 269 on the rudder itself. The inside is simple camouflage design, nothing too special over here. And we have this very nice slit cutout for the rudder itself. On top we have a few indication LEDs and a vent for the fuel to come out. If the need arises to, they can dump the fuel from these ports over here. Moving on to the elevator side, I believe this is like a whole elevator, like it moves up and down. There is no slit cutout separately to move it up and down. As you can see, it also has some silver markings on them. Right here I think there are some text printed on, but as always, like the ones over here, they are quite small, so you won't be able to read them unless you have the real aircraft. And this elevator also has these silver small dots that we see on the front of the wing. The bottom side is painted grey. I'm guessing it is to match with the sky, so that if you look at it from down below, you won't be able to see it. And as Israel like in a desert type area, so if you look at it from the top, you will only see the desert camo, not the grayish area, so it will be a bit more difficult to spot this aircraft by the naked eye, but obviously the instruments will be able to detect this. Now moving to the final part, which is the engine. This is I think one of the best detailed engine on the HOGAN wing model so far. They have this very nice silver finish. Because of the heat, they usually don't paint this area, they just leave it like from here. All of the things are like kept in bare metal. On the top as well, if you see, starting from here, there is no paint onto the engine itself. The main thruster nozzle is also quite nicely detailed. You can see inside it we have like a fan design, and the whole thruster from the outside has this very nice metallic finish all around it. Looks very good. So all in all, this aircraft with this livery, I am saying livery because I have reviewed so many diecast models, so it is in my vocabulary now. That is guys, the Israeli Air Force F-15 by HOGAN wings model in the 1 to 200 scale. And as always, thanks for watching this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and I was able to provide a detailed review for this aircraft. And as always, I will catch you all in the next one.